So I'm going to start with my egg yolk. Save the whites for your omelet. Just throw them in with your egg the next day with your omelet. Don't throw them away. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice. This is where you could add vinegar if you so desire. And for an emulsifier, we're going to add a little bit of Dijon mustard. And again, this will just help us emulsify. And you just want to start it until it gets a little frothy. When I'm making mayonnaise, I like to use a flexible whisk, more flexible than on the flexible side as opposed to, let me show you, stiff whisk for sauces.
Oh, okay.
But for mayonnaise, I like this real flexible because I'm really trying to smash all the protein particles so they're small enough that the oil will stick to them. That's the whole idea of emulsification. They don't want to be together. So you have to really shake them up, agitate them, get them really small, and then they will stick together and form a emulsification. If in this process it's getting too thick and you can't work it, if you add a little bit of water, it thins it back out again and you can keep going. So it's the acid, water, the egg, if you need it. You got to start your oil pretty slow, as in drops, until you get your emulsification started. And then once you have a nice emulsification, you can go a little faster. I'm just trying to keep it from puddling. Taste. You'll never buy jar mayonnaise again.
That's really yummy.
It is really rich. Yolk.
Well, I can taste everything
the lemon,
in there.
A little bit of Dijon, but not overpowering. Yummy. Homemade mayo. Okay, so I took that basic mayo, we divided it up, and we'll do the variations. The first one is a great way to use up any herbs that you have left in your refrigerator. Herbs are about to go off, you're done, you've used them all for everything else. Get them all together, chop them real fine, and stir them into the mayonnaise, and you've just taken a regular mayonnaise to something totally different. It's great on sandwiches, it's great on today I had dill and chives, some baby dill and chives, so I chopped up 2 tablespoons. We'll just sprinkle that into the mayonnaise. Again, as the Minnesota summer comes and you start to get those fresh herbs, any herb will work absolutely great. If you're going to use an herb mayo, you can make your basic mayo recipe, hold it without anything in it, a couple hours before you're ready to use an herb mayo, stir the herbs in, and then it gives them a chance to, the flavors to kind of come into the mayonnaise.
Okay, so will that get tastier the longer it sits?
It will absolutely get tastier. That's why I wouldn't do it and let it sit 2 or 3 days, because the flavors start to run.
Oh, it gets too much, okay.
Yep. Okay, so that's the herb mayo. The next one is the classic aioli. Aioli is basically a garlic mayonnaise. You'll see it on 1,000 menus these days. Everything from sun-dried tomato to all these other things, but basically at its core, it's garlic and mayonnaise. Okay. This particular classic recipe that we're doing today is a little bit of minced garlic and then a little bit of Tabasco hot sauce. Depending on whose recipe you follow, they'll talk about making the garlic into a paste in the beginning. And I would only warn you that garlic has a natural enzyme in it that inhibits the emulsification process. So it makes it a little more difficult. So I like to finish my emulsification. The recipe talks about getting a nice emulsification formed before you stir the garlic in. So I like to do it this way. Again, if this was one I was going to do, I'd make my basic mayonnaise recipe, and then before I wanted to use this, I'd stir the garlic in, because it will get
really garlicky,
zippier and zippier and zippier. But that being said, it's really good. Another variation, if you'd like, is you can roast your garlic, and then it's soft, and it stirs in here, and it's a roasted garlic aioli, and it's a really nice flavor as well. And it's not quite as harsh, but it's not a classic. The last one is zesty mayo, and this is the ever popular sriracha sauce, and then some cilantro. So I minced some cilantro, we'll put in this sriracha. It's kicked up. This one is gorgeous orange color.
That's pretty.
Looks kind of like Thousand Island, I assure you. It has nothing to do